Hi everyone, this is just a little intro to explain why I don't have a finished painting like I have in all my other videos to show you at the start of the video as well as at the end. And it is because at the end when the painting dried, and you'll see it's a very pretty painting, I was so in love with it, I used a different kind of varnish to varnish it, and the first layer was fantastic and the second layer unfortunately cracked. So I managed to successfully remove the varnish, let it dry, and then revarnish the painting. And the same thing happened, which is when I realized it wasn't me, it was the varnish. I'll do a separate video on that some other time. Now, when I was taking the second lot of varnish off, the whole painting just completely came off. It was just so sad. However, in that process, I did learn how to take the varnish off, and I did learn how to take the paint off. So keep an eye. I will be posting those videos very, very soon. Okay, and in the meantime, here we go. So this is what it looks like in the end. And now let's have a look at how I made it. Hi team, welcome back. I hope you've had a great day. Today here in New Zealand, at least on the North Island where I live, it just came pouring down. It's been very dry for a long time, which is unusual for this time of year. And today somebody switched or flipped the switch, flipped the switch, and the rain just came down. So a lot of people are kind of feeling, and because we're feeling and it's gray, I thought, why don't we do something bright? Okay, so first of all, this was a painting I was working on because I also just do normal paintings and I'm kind of halfway through. But to be honest, the project this was for didn't happen, and I don't have kind of the passion and the heart for this, even though I've put in quite a bit of time. It's just been sitting there and I can just have a gut feeling I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to use my painting today on top of this canvas. The colors we're going to use today is Reeves Brilliant Red. Hopefully that will all work. Pibet Studio Acrylic. This one's called Opaque Primary Yellow. I've never used this one. I'm curious to see what it will look like. Then I've got Pibet Studio Acrylic, and this is Dark Cobalt Violet Hue. That's a mouthful, and I just call it Pebble. I've got Liquitex Basics Acrylic Bright Aqua Green. When I saw it in the store, I just thought I kind of like this shade. I've got same brand, just medium magenta. They kind of go nicely together in a weird way. And then I want to mix the leftover of the two Reeves paints, Cobalt Blue and Cerulean Blue, I can't pronounce it. So I have a little bit left, and I just thought when mixed together they're going to be a very nice color. So in the mixing process, I will only be using Floetrol today. See what happens. The goal today here is to also use white, shake the camera, as a bit of a cell activator, which may or may not work. This is already pre-mixed, and this one I just go by gut feel. So when I pour it in preparation, you'll see in a minute, I will check what viscosity it is and maybe I'll change it. Today I want to try and make the colors slightly different viscosities on purpose, because my theory is that the thin colors come up on top of the thicker colors. Yeah, so without adding any other oils or water or anything, just Floetrol, just color. Okay, and yeah, let's do it. The first section is going to be about mixing the colors, and I want to start with the fun ones. So I don't know how much I'm going to end up with these ones, so I'm going to start with these ones in a larger container. I do reuse my mixing sticks, I just try to make sure that there is no thick residue on them that can come off, and I try to make sure that the color is kind of similar to what I'm using. Actually, I might use a palette knife to get the color out. It's about half and half, making sure we don't get any of the chunks. Okay, so we're done with these ones. Of course, it's only been 30 seconds and I'm already blue. I give my Floetrol a good shake, and sometimes I use these little droppers in order to control the amount I'm pouring. But to start off with, if I can open it, I'm going to just go by eye. Start to mix it all in at the same time. I do like the color it's creating. To be honest, it's kind of exactly what I wanted. Kind of exactly. Oh, sometimes my English is not very good looking. So it mixed in very easily, no issues. But as you can see, it is quite thick and we want it runny. Now, because here every little bit is going to make a difference, I'm going to start with just adding one lot of dropper. Make sure to scrape everything. It's better, but it still plonks. It doesn't really run. So let's add another drop. I think almost there. I think one more. Now it's better. It's running, it's holding a little bit of shape. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one, and hopefully it's not going to change much while we mix the others. So let's go into our, what I call purple. Get a different stick. Okay, here's my purple one. All right, so what I'm going to do here is just add a little bit of Floetrol on the bottom first, because I'm not mixing two colors. Then I'm going to add the purple. I definitely want more than this. But it's nice to start with a little bit and then mix the rest in. I'm still saving, actually no, that's not true. For the little mixing cups, I have ordered them. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. Everything to New Zealand comes very, very slowly. But for the big mixing cups, I'm still saving because this is just my hobby. I have a rule that unless I sell an artwork, I don't buy anything new. So when I sell an artwork, I see how much profit I make on it. If I make any profit, that goes towards improving. Okay, so this is now really, really liquid. So now we add more paint because I do want it to be quite a lot. Okay, this is quite thick. It's not running at all. It's plonky. So we add more fudge roll. Now it's running. Most of the time. Most of it, sorry. Nope. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, next one. Let's do actually, let's do the little aqua green in this one. I might just get a fresh one because I don't have any aqua green. Same here. This is actually not bad at all, consistency for what I want. Maybe just a tiny bit too thick, just a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, I think I'm happy with this one for today. Alright, moving on to, so we've done this one, done purple, now we have these three plus the white to go. And I think I want my dominant color of those three to be the magenta. Let me see. Yes, I do have the right color stick for it. Oopsie daisy. I think I'm going to end up making too much, honestly. I think I put too much Floetrol, and now it's too late, so I'm just going to have to use this for something else later, which just so happens I have a project idea. This is really definitely liquid, like water. So this is quite liquid, which is not good if I want it to be my main color. I want it to be more of a thicker color, and I want the other colors to kind of go on top of it. Not happy still. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of this magenta, but look how pretty it is. Can you hear the rain? We even had a weather warning today because this whole year this island has been flooding. I've been lucky. I live in the area that hasn't really flooded much, but we've had lots of people that lost their homes. And so our area got a weather warning saying it's going to be an unusual amount of rain. So hopefully we'll be alright. Okay, otherwise I'll be doing a lot of painting in the house. Now I'm more happy with this consistency. Okay. Right, let's not make too many more, Irina. Let's be in control. Let's not get out of control. Got my yellow, got my sort of ready pinky kind of thing. Right, so maybe, so I don't make too much of a mess. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, just for the base. Let's be careful now, woman. I still want about 2/3 of this cup to be full. To make it enough for that canvas. I definitely don't want as much as of that magenta. Oh, I think this one's on its last. Almost out. So I do need to cut this one. I don't know if I have scissors here. All right, give me 1 second. I'm back, so I will be getting it out this way. So definitely don't want to run out, otherwise I'm going to have to mix in some other red, and then I don't know what I'm going to end up with, but I might run out. Look how messy that is. I made a mess. I made a horrible mess. Okay, I still need my scissors. Here we go. So what happened is a couple of weeks ago I was approached by this cafe in Wellington, which is the capital of New Zealand, and they asked me if I wanted to display and sell my work through them. And what I did is, when we drove there to drop off all the artwork, I packed all the bits and pieces I needed to hang the artwork, including my good scissors. And now I'm using my nail scissors to cut things because they are still in my partner's car. And he's not home right now, so I can't get them. I don't want to use up the whole red in case I want to tidy things up on the finished painting. Having said that, this is not enough, and it's not really the red that I wanted, so I think I'm gonna see what else I got, and I might want to mix in another red. I know it sounds weird, but this red is just too red. So let me have a look at what else I got. I just realized I'm almost out of all my reds. Who would have thought? So I'm going to add this rose red in. Hopefully it's going to... Yeah, definitely that goes a little bit darker. Look at me, I'm just splashing everything everywhere. So I'm like one of the most clumsiest people in the world, even though I used to be a professional dancer and still part-time, well, very part-time, I still dance a little bit. And having said that, everything else, I am so clumsy. This is too thick. This is just right, but I'm not sure if this is enough. So I want to add more because I want to use this color more. Definitely have way too much of red now, I think. So it seems that there are some bits that are mixed and some that are stuck. And the more you mix paints, the more you'll realize that different colors and different brands act very differently. So it is about taking notes for yourself, picking your favorites, eliminating the ones you don't like. For example, the white color I'm going to use today, I don't think I'll ever use again once I run out of it, because it's just too thin. And I used to buy white in bulk because I use it so much, but once these packets that I have or bottles run out, I'm not going to do it again, because something in their chemical composition, oh, this is good, something in their chemical composition makes them very thin and they don't last long. It's almost like the good brands, the better quality, more expensive brands, smaller tubes are so high in pigment that you'd need way less of them to achieve the same results, and therefore they last better and they give you better results and they mix in a lot easier. Let's see. Nice, I like that. Okay, so before I tidy up, let's have a look at the colors that we've mixed today, and by we I mean I have, because sometimes next to each other you can see whether, see, this one's already thickened, but I want to leave it like this so that it becomes my base color. This one's good and they look good together. Oh, this one I just found a chunk. You definitely don't need chunks, otherwise you pour it on your canvas and you get a random chunk. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, and I think they all go nicely together. So now let's put them out of the way. I want to do my white. So the white mix that I have here is Floetrol and 5 Star Productions Limited white. So I bought it in bulk. Nothing wrong with it, it's all fine, except for I had to use heaps and heaps to mix it in to create my white. We'll see. I haven't actually 100% decided if I will use it again or not. Maybe. So what I want to do is I want to pour just this much. I will be able to obviously pour it back in after I'm done with it. That's kind of the idea. Oh, look what happens. When we reuse and reuse, they get blocked. So make sure you give them a bit of a clean. get a new stick for white. I don't want to risk anything else getting in there. And it's actually way too thin. Okay, so today I will add a different brand that's already a little bit thicker, and that's a better, you know, more pigmented brand, which is Titanium White by Atelier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. If I can open it. And I'm just gonna add just about 1.5 centimeters. It's quite hard to mix white because you can't see, and you have to trust that what you're doing is right. Still very thin. Very, very thin. Okay, I'm gonna be braver now. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Just making sure that there are no chunks. Still feel like there are some chunks in there. Okay, that's better. It's running off the stick. It's creating the little heel. Okay, excellent. Now I'm just going to quickly tidy up my workspace and we'll be back with an actual painting. Okay, wish me luck. So I'm going to go and make this the top and this the bottom. And the way I think I want to do it is the top, the magenta is going to be my main color. So I'm going to kind of start with it and just go
needs of people.
Again, guys, I'm so sorry that this painting didn't survive long enough to be properly photographed. I do hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and if you did, please do like and subscribe, as your likes and subscribes really help little artists like myself. Thank you. Bye.